Hello, hello. Mario! Okay, hello, welcome to the stream. Hello to Chemical Burrito, Kevin, Joseph Neal, TMS, everyone in the chat. Okay, this is the... everyone in the chat, hello. Okay, so this is the... what is it? The ZPG A1 Unicorn. It's quite a small handheld. It's when it arrived, the box was very small. I was like, what is this a handheld? So probably something that you can compare it to is the Powkiddy RGB30. It's quite similarly sized actually. It's quite similar, but obviously the Unicorn is a bit more curved. We will go into more detail. I think the first thing that we should do is Addy K is asking, do I have an arc? Yes, I have an arc right here actually. Oh, I just bumped into it. RG Cube, I don't have an RG Cube yet. Joseph Neal says, hope this isn't crap. Chemical Burrito, yeah, this kind of. Someone, hello, welcome to the stream. Hello. Okay, actually, we can zoom in a bit for this one. Okay, I'm playing New Super Mario Bros. 2, obviously, and to get us started, let's peel this plastic here. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Hope it was good for you as well. And this is a brand new handheld. So I've just literally got this and put Lime 3DS on it. I must say it's very quick to charge because it came in the box. It was like 60% charged, and then I just plugged it in, and in like 20 minutes it was fully charged. So Chad B, Chad B, I paid 899 RMB for this, so I need to do a conversion for you guys. So I can't remember how much that is. Uh, 125. It's around 125 USD. About 125 USD. So it's about £100, Joseph Neal. This is a very special price, though. This is a bit of a it's a little bit of a special price because I pre-ordered this on January the 1st. I pre-ordered this ages ago, and it's kind of weird actually. It's kind of weird. So I'll get around to the box in a moment, but the box is quite nice. It's just a normal box, but yeah, we'll get to it. So yeah, I guess it's a very good price because I did pre-order it like 5 months ago. So yeah, it is cheap, but I think when it goes to international release, I don't think the price will be that cheap. Okay, so I think the main use case for this obviously is Nintendo 3DS and Nintendo DS because of the square screen. The big deal about this handheld, of course, it has that 720 by 720 screen, which is very, very strange, of course. Let me just get the specs up for you, just to make sure that we know what we're talking about. Yeah, so we've got 4 inches. 720 by 720, so I think it is the exact same screen that they have in the Powkiddy RGB30, and probably the same screen that's going to get used in the RG Cube as well. Monty Vaughn asks, why buy this when the RG Cube is coming out? That's a really good question. I mean, I pre-ordered it on the January the 1st, so yeah, it was it was a while ago when I pre-ordered it, ages ago. Right, so it has a Helio, MediaTek Helio G99 SoC. So the G99 is quite good. It's not too bad. It's around, I believe it's slightly better than the T618. So if you know the T618 handhelds like the Retroid Pocket 3 or the Retroid Pocket 2S, the RG405V, RG405M, these kind of handhelds, they use a T618 chip. This particular one has a G99 chip, so I think it's around that power. It might be slightly better actually. It's got a 450 milliamp battery, so it has it's not that, it's a little bit thick, I'd say. It's a little bit of a thick boy, but they've managed to put a decent battery in it. I really like the finish of the plastic. It's very nice. It's very nicely made. The case, the plastic is yeah, it is very, very nice. It's kind of like a white powder, so it is quite white. It's not grey. It's not, you know, some handhelds, they come to you and they're like beige or they're a bit grey, or, you know, they're not pure white. Like this one really is pure white. It's very, very, it's a nice shade of white they've got. And it's kind of weird actually, because there's these like screw holes everywhere. There's these like black screw holes, and I think it's quite a strange design actually, because I thought, you know, usually you have the screws on the back, you know, like a traditional one like this. But what he's done, what the guy has done for this, he's put the screws on the side, which is something new actually I've not seen. Sable Leaf is asking, is the screen a touch screen? Yes, it is a touch screen. This is an Android device, so that's why I'm running New Super Mario Bros. So it's Android 13, I believe. It could be it's 12. Yeah, Android 13. It is very strange to play or to use Android on a square screen like this, but it is there. Oh, let me just go back to Mario Bros. And there are some oddities I've seen already with the squareness. So I guess that some of these emulator developers, they need to catch up with this a little bit. So with Android, you do have Drastic, and then you do have Lime 3DS, you have Melon, not Melon, Citra, and then you have Lemonade. But I think the best one probably to use these days is Lime 3DS. So what else do we have in the specs? I think let's just come down to the specs. I need to read this a bit more. It's around 250 grams, so it's not heavy at all. It's actually quite light, but it feels like it's the correct weight. Like it feels good. Like it doesn't feel too heavy. It feels solid. Like it's not. There's no creak at all. There's nothing. Like the casing and the plastic they used is really, really nice. Actually, it's quite premium. I mean, everyone says, you know, oh, premium device or whatever. I think that this is quite nice. This is quite nice. So Bami K asks, what about the RAM? So the option I chose is the 6 GB plus 128 GB storage option. Now at launch they had a 8 GB plus 256 GB option, but that one has been shelved, I believe. So all of these are 6 plus 128 now. And if you want the link to the, so this is not available in international. Peter B, hello. It's not available internationally yet. It's only available in China, and this is one of the first 200 off the factory, basically. Actually, I don't even think it's a factory. I think that the guy who makes this has handmade all 200 of the first run. So this is one of the first run handhelds, and next month it will go to mass production. And the mass production, when it goes to mass production, the other colors will be available. So this is the retro white, and then I believe there is another one, another two, sorry. There's another two called transparent black and transparent purple. So the purple is like the atomic purple that people like, I believe. Yeah, what else is there to say about this? Yes, so it has inline triggers, you might have seen already. So this is another difference with the RG Cube. The RG Cube has stacked triggers, but this one they've gone for inline. to make it more pocketable. So I think somebody was asking, is it a pocketable device? I feel like it's I feel like it's a bit big to fit in your pocket. I think it'll fit in your cargo pants or something because it's about the size of a cargo pant pocket. But I think it's kind of big. If you want to compare to a RGB30, we'll do some size comparisons in a moment. But it's kind of an odd shape to put in your pocket. You know, it's bigger than a phone, so it might. I mean, if you're a cargo pants person, maybe yes, but it's a bit big, I think. Okay, this won't work at all. Someone, hello, Retro Livestream Studio. Hello to everyone. Hello. It's good to have you on board. Okay, so Bambi K. So to be honest, I've not played on this device at all yet. So I will. I'll go to the sort of comfort and control comments a bit later. What else do we have? I think we have like things like the gyro. We have what else does it have? Let me just translate this. I'm reading the specs. I'm reading the specs in Chinese. Yes, it has vibration. It has gyro. It has it has an IPS display, obviously. 720 by 720. It has an SD card slot here. It has one USB here. It has a 3.5mm jack, which I haven't tested yet. And it has front-firing speakers, stereo speakers here. So that's a pretty interesting one, right? You could probably sit to you could. It's about So if you imagine that's about 4-inch, I can show you. I don't know. Will this work? Okay. Oh my. So my calipers are not big enough, but yeah, there you go. It's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. I can maybe show you the screen. Let's try not to scratch the screen. What's going on? Oh, I've completely messed that up, haven't I? Oh no, I've completely messed this up. I don't even know how to use these things. I rarely use these things. Okay, I need to zero this first. Okay, so the screen across is about 8 centimeters across, 7.8. I'm going to stop using those because I've got no clue. Rodrigo C, yep. Rodrigo C, yes, it does have front. What are we saying? Yeah, it does have quick charge. The charge is very, very quick actually. It does have a mic here. Yeah, so, and it has Hall sensing sticks. So I would have liked the sticks to be, I would like them to be red. It would have been really nice if they were red as well. But I guess you need to change those in aftermarket. What else have we got? Yeah, I think that's about it really. So that's about it in terms of specs. I've already touched the screen. I think that's the charging light down here. So there's a light here. It goes green and red if you're charging. And these are like screws. Okay. I'll show you something else as well. So you get with this package, it's quite nice actually because you get this case. So you get the Z Pocket Game A1 case here. And they give you not just one case, but two cases. So this is your outside case here. And then they give you a TPU case, which is really nice. It's something I've not seen this before. So you get a TPU skin as well in the package. This is quite a nice... yeah, you get a lot of accessories. So that's pretty cool. I've not seen that before. But they've made TPU shells for them. If you don't want to use that one, I think that's pretty good. So yeah, nice. Okay. Now the thing, Tony Rosario, yeah, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back. Okay, let me get to the. Okay, what's going on? Okay, we've got 73 people. Okay, this is a hot one. Okay, so I'm probably not gonna go too deep into this today because I've literally just got the handheld and put Lime 3DS on it, and I don't really know what I'm doing actually because I haven't played Android for a while. I've been playing Win later, and I probably will. I'll take this down. I'll just take this down a little bit just to make sure that everything works. I don't want to push it to the max straight away. So where's my video graphics? Graphics. Okay, Vulkan. I need Vulkan, and I'll just go to native resolution for now, just to make sure everything works. So something I found already, which is a bit annoying, is the layout resets. Yeah, the layout of the screens resets when you go into the menus or you start new games. So that's kind of annoying at the moment. So I guess some of these developers, they need to get hold of these portrait screens, or they need to I don't know. They need to figure out how that works, or set some kind of set something up so that works better. Tony R. Yes, this is a 4-inch screen. Yes. Ian, thanks for that. Chapters. This is a cool device. Yeah, let's find out. So Iron Inut asks, is this the same power as the ANBERNIC Cube? Apparently, the ANBERNIC Cube will be stronger in terms of CPU. So it's kind of jumping the gun a bit, but yeah, ANBERNIC have well, they've kind of had 6 months to catch up to this really, or to come out with something that will beat this. So they've managed to yeah, they've managed on the international scene anyway. The RG Cube certainly has got some traction, I think. Right, so you guys you guys asking about the D-pad. Okay, so the ANBERNIC Cube is another competitor of this device, so it's gonna be a bit interesting. Right, so I need to tell you more about the controls because they're kind of, I think this is the part where you might think there might be some deal breakers for you guys actually. Might be some deal breakers. So every trigger is clicky. So the micro switches up here, the mouse click style or the click style, they're quite soft to press, or they have a lot of travel, and they feel quite clicky. They don't sound clicky, but they feel like that. And same for the L2, L1, L2, L1, R2, R1. So up there, it's a bit they move around a bit and they travel a bit. So there's a bit of let's just say they have pre and post travel, quite a lot of it, and then the button makes like a click, like quite a distinct click when you press it. So you'll feel that up there. It doesn't feel like any trigger I've used on a controller before. It's a bit odd. Actually, it doesn't feel like a PlayStation controller, you know, the L1 R1. It doesn't feel like an Xbox controller. It doesn't feel like anything actually I've used before. It's kind of like it's a bit different, the top ones, the triggers. Okay, the Hall sensing sticks are perfectly fine. Like they're, if you've used they're very smooth. They've almost been like lubed up, or yeah, they've almost been lubed or something, or just, you know, I don't know. They're too smooth. They're way more smoother than any than other Hall sensing sticks that I've used before. They're quite nice. Goes for the the right stick as well. They do feel lubed up, or oiled up or something, because usually some of these sticks, they have a little bit of a scratchy feeling, or something's not, you know, something's there, but then these just feel really smooth. Even though they look the same as Switch sticks, I don't know what they've done with them, but yeah, they did something to smooth them out. Okay, obviously we have this configuration as well with the stick on top. And then I'll talk about the D-pad now. So for me, the D-pad is excellent. In this very, very short time that I've used it, right, the D-pad is good. It's I think it's even more, for me, it's even more Sega than this one, because the RG ARC, right, the RG ARC I always thought was a little bit too raised. Like, it's good, It's good. You know, it's the first. Oh, I got killed by the first Goomba. It's good, right? But I always thought that this could be maybe like a half a centimeter, just a bit lower on the arc, whereas this one, again, like I don't know what they've done to it, but they've kind of reduced the spacing around the hole, and they've made it just a bit more integrated into the case. Because you see this one, it's a little bit, you know, the hole's quite big, and it's a bit, you know, it's kind of, it really is floating. It really is a floating D-pad, this one, and it's a bit raised up. Whereas this one, I think they got the height right. They got the height right, and they got the feeling of it right. This D-pad is good. If you like this style of D-pad, you know, this floating fighting style or Sega style, I think you're gonna like this. The pattern on top, is fine. I don't have any big feelings about it yet. But I think that this is going to be actually quite good for fighting games. In my first impression, I do like this D-pad. I do like this one. Obviously, down here you have a home button, which doubles as a back button. So if you hold it down, it's the home button. If you tap it, it's the back button, the Android back button. You have your select and start here. It's just labelled SE and start. I like the colour that they've used. It's kind of a darker beige. I think it fits the. It's a bit more Famicom than, you know, like other Famicom imitations. I feel like this one's a bit. It looks a bit more subdued. It's a bit more of a darker brown. I'm not sure if it appears well on camera, but it's actually a bit darker. Maybe my camera is making things a bit more saturated, but I feel like this is more of a darker brown. And I do like that. Okay, yeah, Joseph Neal, it is good for, yeah, it's going to be good for vertical arcade games. I don't have anything else installed other than the 3DS at the moment. I've literally just got this today, and I'm just bringing you this this stream quickly, just so I can give you some impressions. And over the next coming days, I'll definitely be playing this more. So don't worry, and we'll get more into it. Now, the thing I haven't talked about. Okay, so Glutamus Maximus is asking, can the menu key on the top be mapped as a hotkey enabler? Yeah, there is another button up here, but I haven't realized what that's done yet. So I think that's the Android menu, isn't it? So I haven't got that far yet, Glutamus Maximus. I've literally got this today, so yeah, it's a bit, yeah, it's all a bit brand new. It's all a bit hot. Yeah, so you have your power button here, volume down, volume up. And then the Android menu button, the burger menu here. Okay, Tony R is asking, how's Lime 3DS? Generally, I'm using Lime 3DS over Citra, but I do want to use Citra MMJ. I didn't have time to install Citra MMJ yet and set it up, but yeah, Citra MMJ and Lime 3DS are the ones that I would go for. Someone is asking, can you play PS2 on this? Yeah, you can, but it's not... probably not the thing you want to, like, it's not the best screen to use. Yeah, probably not the best screen to use for PS2, but it's possible. Yeah, the G99 can play it. Someone is saying, yeah, I know it's a bit early because actually I got shipping notification, right, and then when I checked the tracking number, it was actually already in the warehouse. So they sent me the tracking 2 days late. And then I didn't know it was in the warehouse already, because I have to transfer this from China, you know, to myself. So that's why it came so quick. Angel 38. So the price on this was 899 RMB, which is Chinese money, and that works out to about 125 US dollars. But I doubt it will be. Releasing at that price internationally. If you're interested in the international release of this device, I put the link down below in the description. That will be the English website where they're going to sell this next month. But for now, this is one of the first 200 units of this device. So another thing I really like is they embossed the details or the logo in the back. So I thought I would hate this, but actually this looks super nice. The way they've embossed it in the back, it's kind of like it's almost like a first-party controller or a first-party handheld. The way that they've done it, I think this is really nice. And this fan hole doesn't look too aggressive or crap as well. I think this looks fine. Yeah, it looks really nice. Okay, so the thing I haven't talked about much is you have these PlayStation symbols here, which is quite funny. The face buttons. So the face buttons, like, okay, so when I first picked this up, I am not sure about the face buttons. I'm not sure about the face buttons. I need to play this a bit more, but so what they've done for the face buttons, right, is a bit odd. A bit, it's new. It's new. So these are micro switches. So they're like yeah, they're micro switches. So they're not membrane, they're not dome switches, they're actually micro switches, and they're a little bit louder than you know, they're a little bit louder than normal buttons. They're not that loud because I think they've been dampened by some rubber or something. But yeah, there is something there, right? And the post travel on these buttons is very, very low. So you see when I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera, it might be a bit hard to see, but when I press the button, right, it hardly goes down. And I think that some people might not like this. And for me, actually, I may not. Yeah, the first buttons are something new for me, and I'm not sure if I like this or not. Like, my first impression is like I don't like it, but I need to play some more to see if I do, because this is new for me. Because yeah, I mean, you can see, right? You can see, like, I'm barely pressing it and it's activating, and it's yeah, it doesn't go down at all. So you can contrast it to. So I have an RG556 here. You can contrast it to this. When I press the button, right, let's do it here. When I press the button, it goes right down and it's almost flush with the shell. And I'm used to that, right? I think most people are used to that. You know, when you press the button, it goes into the shell, right? Or almost, you know, almost into the shell. You can see this, right? And hello, Jig. The famous Jig is here. Okay, Paul Justin Flores, hello. Tony Rosario, hello. Psycho Daddy. Chemical Burrito. Yeah, okay, so yeah. So like they're micro switches. So I don't know, like I think there's some new like controllers using this design now, isn't it? And it's new for me because it's the first time I've seen them used on a handheld. I believe they want to use them on the KTR1 when it has its redesign or its relaunch. But I need to decide if I like these or not, because it kind of, for me at the moment, my first impression is, you know, what the hell is this? It's new. So I may not, I'm reserving judgment. I need to play with them a bit more, but it is kind of new for me. And it could, yeah, it could turn a lot of people off this device, I feel like. Because it's a new type of button, right? And some people don't like, you know, their buttons to change. I kind of think, yeah, I'm thinking that ANBERNIC, you know, will be a bit more traditional in both its D-pad. Oh, actually, no, it uses a round D-pad as well, doesn't it? It will be a bit more traditional in terms of, you know, the buttons, and the triggers will be. The triggers will be stacked instead of in line as well. So the RG Cube has actually got there's some big differences between this one and the RG Cube, which are a bit more, there's a few nuanced differences which you may not notice straight away in these 1x1 handhelds. Okay, someone reminds you of the Ace buttons. I think the Ace buttons are more traditional, someone, in my opinion. The Ace buttons are kind of more normal. If we say normal is like membrane and conductive rubber, that feels more normal to me. Okay, I can feel this game is skipping a little bit, but I think that's the fault of the emulator. Maybe I should be using Citra MMJ instead. Okay, let me just put this volume up. So I think one good strong point of this handheld is the front-firing speakers. The front-firing speakers are pretty. I mean, I'm not using them at full volume, and they're getting very loud already, which is pretty cool. Yeah, the speakers and the stereo separation is good. So I stream in mono usually, just for your information. But this, you can probably hear that the speakers are they are quite good. It's because they're shooting, you know, directly into my face rather than shooting down into the table. You get a lot more of the game sound actually, you know, in your face. Aloysius Chan, some emulator allow changing the screen size. Yes, I believe so. You can. So I have the screen settings mapped to the thumbstick buttons. So I have the swap screen here, which is probably not that useful in a vertical format. And then I did have the cycle mode, but it actually doesn't work. So this is meant to cycle through the different modes, but I think that probably the single screen mode is not that much bigger. I do believe Drastic, they have implemented like custom screen sizes, and I think there is even a Citra build somewhere which has a screen size setting, or where you can actually make the screen sizes a bit bigger, because I feel like they could make the top one just slightly bigger so it fills the horizontal, because at the moment, you know, we're not utilizing the full horizontal width of the screen. So maybe on the 3DS it'll be better to use all of the screen, because you can see here, you know, the FPS counter is up there, and maybe my screen could reach across a bit more. Someone, Lime or Citra, which one would be better emulator? So Citra, as you know, is not in development anymore. So I think the longer it goes on, probably Lime 3DS will become the recommendation. I'm using Lime at the moment, and it's not the fastest one, to be honest. I feel like Citra MMJ is still a bit better. Okay, Aloysius Chan, yeah, Citra MMJ allows the custom layout. So Citra MMJ does have a lot of options, and it has a bit better speed, but I believe it's a bit less accurate. So it could be, it could be a case of like some games working on one but not the other. Okay, so what else do we talk about on this device? Yeah, so the buttons are interesting, and they are interesting. I need to play more with this, because yeah, it is really it's the first time that I've used this in terms of you know, the micro switch buttons. But this handheld is, like, you can tell that the guy who made it put a lot of effort into this. But really, you know, the finish is very nice. The finish is very nice. Like, all of the seams join up. You know, the screws the screws are all screwed in. They're all like everything about this device is quite high quality. And you know, in this market, sometimes, you know, you've got your AliExpress deals or whatever. Sometimes quality is not there. But this handheld feels like a real. I know it's a bit cheesy to say, but it does feel like a labor of love, where the guys actually put a lot of work into it. So Nock is asking this question. So I want the ZPG A1 Unicorn or the ANBERNIC RG Cube. So it's a bit interesting actually, because they've got some differences which I need to look into, because, you know, you've got like different controls. You've got different controls on the triggers and the front. You've got a different CPU. You've got more memory on the RG Cube. You've got the speaker difference, where the RG Cube has down-firing speakers. The screen should be the same, but yeah, there's a few little differences, and of course there's a price. We don't know how much both of these handhelds are going to be. Yeah, we don't know how much we don't know the price of this internationally, and we don't know the price on the RG Cube as well. Aragon Frost, I might be able to do that actually. I might be able to do that. I feel like a lot of people, will go for the ANBERNIC RG Cube, because ANBERNIC do have that distribution ability. Like, they've got very, very strong logistics and distribution. Like, they're experts, aren't they, in that kind of thing. Whereas ZPG is a bit of a, you know, it's a bit of a new outfit, and it is just one guy. I did hear, Omar, that one guy, I think he contracted the, so he makes he's part of the GKD. I think he does the GKD stuff as well. but I believe he assembled all 200 of the first run. I could be wrong. I could be bullshitting, but that's what I heard somewhere in Discord. So it's a bit. I mean, it sounds a bit. You know, building 200 of these could be a bit of a, you know, a bit of a pain in the ass, couldn't it? Okay, Jig. Yeah, Jig is no. Oh, did I get killed? Oh, I wasn't watching. I was watching the chat. Yeah, Lao Zhang. So Lao Zhang is rival of. Yeah, I wasn't watching. I fell down. He's the long time rival of Max Jew. So yeah, we've got all of these like these guys all these guys that sound like they come out of Dynasty Warriors with these names, like Lao Zhang and Max Zhu. It's like you're playing Dynasty Warriors, but with handheld makers. But these guys have like a really long time rivalry or something like that, and yeah, these guys are not. I don't know. It seems like a cutthroat business, the handheld business, some kind of mafia thing going on. But anyway, I guess we want to talk about that because they seem like nice people if they're giving me. Oh shit. That was pathetic. Okay, 08ES Co is asking what operating system. So if I press the home button here, you can see that this operating system is indeed Android. So it has Android 13 here. Sorry, that was really poor gameplay from me there. Yeah, this is Android 13. Okay, so when I come back, it actually screws up the screen orientation. Hopefully they can fix that. Okay, I'm playing at 1x resolution, and I don't think there's any sort of issues with speed. I feel like there's some stuttering, but it could be like shader stuttering that you will get in 3DS. And I feel like this is kind of a cool, like I never had a 2DS, right? But I feel like it's a nice format to be playing on. It does feel like you know, I'm playing on something like a 2DS. It's kind of interesting. Okay, there's a little pause there if you notice. Oh, I should have. No, I need the shell. Okay, just do this. Arch Neil Gaming and Vlogs, hello, welcome back. Iconic. Okay, 2DS. So Ian, yeah, as you know, I have a 2DS, but I'm not too pleased with my 2DS. It's a bit messed up, my 2DS. Yeah, I feel like this is the best compromise in terms of what Jig is saying there. It's the best way to emulate these systems in a vertical style. Oh, okay. I thought I killed them. I thought I got killed then. Okay, Paul Jason Flores, have I stress tested the battery life? I've just literally got it today, so I need to. Yeah, I've just literally got it. Put Lime 3DS on it, and that's as far as I've got. So I'm showing you guys my first impression, literally my first impressions. I've not played this outside of the stream. Yeah, so the speakers do sound good, man. The speakers are pretty good. Okay, 08 ESCO. I mean, the RG Cube on paper should destroy this one in terms of specs. Well, maybe not destroy, but you know, it will get. It will be noticeably faster. But do you necessarily need the speed, or there's also some other factors involved, like speakers, controls, like ergonomics. Yeah, there's quite a few factors, so we'll have to wait until I get the RG Cube as well. I should be getting the RG Cube. Yeah, I think I should be getting one, but I don't know exactly when I'm going to get it or when it's going to get released. Paul Jason Flores, yes, that's right. It is the same spec as the KTR1. That is correct. Yes. So on PS2 side, you'll be playing games like you'll be able to play Tekken 4, Tekken 5. You'll be able to play some. I think you'll be able to play Crash Bandicoot on it. But things like Shadow of the Colossus, that'll be out of reach. And then I think the PS2 games, Silent Hill will be okay as well. But yeah, Silent Hill could be like the most that you could play on it. Like I wouldn't go above like 1.5x resolution or something like that. There could be some issues on higher resolution PS2 games. Yeah, Bami K, I agree. I need to check the RG Cube, but I am impressed by the shell of this device. Like it's quite nice. So it's like a powdered white. I've not seen a. I think I've got another white handheld, the RG35XX Plus, and that one is also pretty nice, but it's got a little bit of a texture. Whereas this is kind of a smooth white, but it's not fingerprinty. It's not. It's like very, very fine powdered white, and I quite like this. It's really nice. It's really nice. Okay, there's some people asking for Monster Hunter, so talking about Monster Hunter. So let's try that. I'm not sure how well it's going to run, to be honest. So we'll see. Monster. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, there we go. Whoa, that's a lot of ROMs. What's it doing? Okay. Okay, I'm obviously not going to play. Is Monster Hunter Stories the Monster Hunter Stories is the one that's going to kill the device, right? So let's not play that one. Let's try something easy first. Monster Hunter 3. Oh. Okay, it didn't like that. So that could be Lime 3DS. I mean, it serves me right for not. I should be using Citra, really. Is it going to like this? Okay. Yeah. I feel like Citra MMJ might still be the one to use, but I'm using Lime 3DS because it's new. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, Stories is not a good one. Okay. Create some extra data. Yeah, whatever. Oh god. Okay, so it's still. Okay, this one looks a bit. Okay, I feel like the FPS counter is not accurate. It's a bit. What's going on? Like it's saying 64%, but I don't actually believe that. It's going. Oh god. Okay. Okay, so I think this is a Lime 3DS issue. I think this is a Lime 3DS issue. I'm using Vulkan. I'm at native resolution. Yeah, I mean, as I was saying, I've not fully played around with the setup of this, so I'm literally just showing you. I just put Lime 3DS on. So yeah, this could be a shit show to begin with. I mean, Mario ran okay, but I think I need to get Citra MMJ on this to do some proper game tests. But this is not running well at the moment. Okay, let me try the other Monster Hunter. Yeah, a T820 should do that. Should be better than a G99, but G99 is still capable, I think. Still capable. Addy K, didn't get any Game Boy games. No, I didn't actually. Not yet. 08 ESCO. Yes, it could handle some PS2 games, but I think more the lower end ones. Okay, I think I went for the wrong choice with Lime 3DS in terms of the emulator to use today, because we've only seen one game playing today. Okay, what's an easy 3DS game to run? Maybe maybe Animal Crossing. Or maybe like Star Fox 64, something like that. Yeah, Android 38. I'll put MMJ on the next stream. I think because I've got it, but I was having trouble like setting up the SD card for it. It's a bit odd. It couldn't see my SD card. Okay, I mean, this game looks a bit better, but the FPS is moving all over the place. Like, it's going over speed. Like, it's got at 70 FPS, it's got at 45. It's a bit odd. Android 38 on the 556. I found that most games run at 1.5, and there's some that even run at like 2 or 3. Okay, so in this case, I think we get to use the touchscreen now. Okay, that's quite good. It's quite, like, even though that was quite small, it's quite accurate. Yeah, Bambi K, I've not really had time to dig into the settings. I've literally just put the APK on, so yeah, I do need to actually set this up, like, set this up properly. HT, welcome to the stream. Hello. Oh, we're heading to the sunny town of Leeds. Oh. Okay. So even that keyboard, like, it looks quite small, but I'm actually able to press it. So the touchscreen is quite good in terms of accuracy. I think that was one of the features they were talking about, because sometimes you press the corners, or you press these, and you press somewhere on the touchscreen, it's not accurate. This touchscreen seems quite accurate. Oblique, this is not the RG Cube. No, I know it looks like that, but yeah, it's not. This is the ZPG A1 Unicorn. I've actually done that before. If you watch every single stream, I've done I put my own initials on by accident. So I think there's maybe one stream or 2 streams where I did that by accident. HT, okay, so we went through the specs a bit earlier, but to give you the TLDR, it's a 4-inch screen, it's Android, and it's 6GB RAM, 128 storage, and it's a G99 chip. Obviously, we have the 1x1 screen, 720p. Okay, I'm just going to skip through this now. So HT, I went through the hardware at the beginning of the stream. Jonathan Anderson, thanks for that message. Yeah, that's the whole point of this. That's the whole point of this stream, really, or this channel. Because I feel like there's a lot of channels where, you know, they have you know, like 10-minute or 15-minute reviews, and they just go through all the points. It's very quick, and sometimes it can be, you know, different to when you get the device in your own hands. And I'm just trying to give you, you know, my own opinion on what I feel about the device when I get it in my hands, and then hopefully that helps you with your own buying decision. Yeah, the price was around, it's around 120, 130. Oh, what's going on? Okay, a bit of shader stuttering there. Yeah, about 120, 130. It's very cheap, but I think the international price will be much more. I don't know how they figure out the international price. There might be some taxes or something like that. There might be some, you know, taxes prepaid or packaging prepaid or whatever. It looks like a leapfrog. So I think I know what a leapfrog is. It's one of those kids toys, but I think it's it's pretty cool. Okay, so I feel like Animal Crossing, like, even though the FPS is moving around a lot, I feel like it's actually not too bad. So the FPS counter in Lime 3DS seems to be a bit unreliable, but my impression is that the game is running okay. Hopefully you guys can see that as well. Iconic is asking about the R40S with the RK3566, so I'm not too interested in that. I believe it's a remake of this, right? The RGB30. So the RGB30 was the first 1x1 handheld which I ever bought and used, and I feel like the Unicorn is like it's like a souped up version of this. Like the quality in the Unicorn is way better than the RGB30, but the RGB30 is the price is a bit is quite unbeatable, isn't it? Okay, thanks so much, Ian and Andrew38. Thanks so much. HT, no, I'm near China. I'll say that. I'm close to China, so I'm able to get this thing. You know, I'm able to get this. You know, fast and easily. Oh, Jake, thank you as well. Thanks so much. Okay, I mean, yeah, Animal Crossing is okay. Let's look at the size of this device then and compare it to some of these other things that I have here. Yeah, Ian has just said what I'm thinking. Yeah, the quality of this, like, I was really surprised when I took it out of the box, because it is, like, it does feel like a step above. You know, like like Ioneo devices sometimes. When you get an Ioneo device, like, you pay a bit more, right? And you feel like, okay, what am I getting for that money? And I think for the Ioneo Pocket Air anyway, I'm not sure if, I don't think it was a big seller, but I felt like that device was quite, the build quality on it was quite good. Big ESCX, let's be honest, if I wasn't doing a review, would I buy it myself? Well, I did buy it myself. I did buy it myself. I do buy a lot of these myself. It's only ANBERNIC who have been helping me out with review units. Bambi K, I think this person is quite well experienced with handhelds, because they make that person makes a lot of handhelds and they've been in the business a long time. Okay, so let's give you some size comparisons. Like, I can fit the RGB30 on top of the Unicorn quite comfortably. So it's pretty much a more curved RGB30, whereas the RGB30 was sort of squared off. The Unicorn is very similar in size. So if you have an RGB30 lying around, I think you'll know how big this is. The thickness, so it is a bit of a thick boy. That probably due to the battery. I think it's got a bigger battery than the RGB30. It has a 4,500 milliamp battery. So that's the top profile there. It does have a fan. The fan has a few settings. It has, you know, the usual quiet, performance, and sport modes, or quiet, normal, quiet, smart, and sport fan. And I have the fan on. I think I have the fan on the quietest setting at the moment. So you have the Android settings here. Yeah, I have fan on quiet, and I have the high performance mode set to the maximum. Yep, so that was the top. The side here, again, it's a little bit of a thick boy, but I do feel like the ergonomics are quite good actually. I didn't feel any issues holding it just now. I think my issues are going to be with the face buttons being switches. I'm not sure about that yet. We'll see about the cube as well. I think the cube has stacked triggers, so that will change the ergonomics of that one. And then of course we have the back. I really like the back, the logo actually. I thought I wouldn't like it. I thought it was a bit, well, I thought it might be a bit obnoxious, but I actually like the back logo quite a lot. And the RGB30, the back is sort of plain, but I do like the back on that one. And there's the bottom as well. Okay, offset stick. Oh, the cube has offset sticks, doesn't it? Yeah, you're right, I think. Bruno car, so I got mine for 125, 130 US dollars, but it was a special pre-order price. I pre-ordered it on January the 1st. Okay, so here it is compared to an RG ARC. So RG ARC was huge. RG ARC was kind of... it's a 4-inch screen as well, but it's a 4-inch 4x3 screen. And the RG ARC is actually quite big. And I don't know if you guys have got this one, but yeah, the RG ARC is a bit of a thick boy. Yeah, I think it's even about as big as an Odin. So it's quite big. Yeah, so here you are. That's an idea of how big it is versus an ARC. And then I thought I would compare. Apologise and Flores asks, does the D-pad feel the same as an ARC? To me it does actually. Kind of. The ARC feels a little bit stiffer. But yeah, this feels a bit softer to press. Yeah, it doesn't have video out. There's no HDMI out on this device. Okay, I'm playing Animal Crossing and I'm playing Mario. I played Mario, New Super Mario Bros. 2 earlier, and they were running at reasonable speeds. There was a few stutters here and there. Monster Hunter was running a bit crap on the menu, to be honest, Monster Hunter 3. But I think if we use MMJ, we might get better performance. So I need to... I wouldn't evaluate the performance right off, straight just off this stream at the moment, because I need to get into the... I need to get into that Bruno car, because I want to install MMJ and just try out some of the other games, because I'm using Lime 3DS at the moment, because it was kind of the easiest to install, and it might not have been the best choice. I'm not sure if it... Yeah, ADK, actually, I think the G99 doesn't support USB-C video out. I don't think the KTR1 had that feature. Monkey 1, Bluetooth audio, so I'm pretty sure it will have Bluetooth audio. I mean, I can't imagine, like, why would they put Bluetooth if it didn't have it? So I can maybe check that for you later on. Okay, so I thought I'd... Bruno Cow, you can tell me what the game is, and maybe I can see if I've got it. The Warriors games. Oh, is it Dynasty Warriors? Okay, so here's a handheld which probably a lot of people have got, so you can get an idea. This is a 3.5-inch RG35XX H. And this fits about in the middle of this, like this, in the middle. So it's the Unicorn is a bit bigger, not that much bigger. So it gives you an idea of how small it is actually. And then here it is in terms of thickness. So you've got those like ergonomic sides. I quite like those. I quite like those ergonomic sides actually. I don't know if that's a good shot. And then the side thickness. Okay, if there's any handhelds you want me to compare size to, you can just let me know. I've probably got the handhelds in my box, but those are ones that I got out. Okay, Bruno Kart asking about PS2 performance. So I wasn't expecting to play PS2 games on this, but it's kind of just, it can just about manage some PS2 games. Like you probably want to, for PS2 games, you're probably going to want to use PAL games in a lot of cases, but it will run some NTSC games. Okay, Bazcat, it does have, yeah, so Bazcat, if you like the inline triggers, this style, then the Unicorn is for you. Whereas the Cube, it has stack triggers, the Cube. Addy K, can I compare it with a Joy-Con? I don't have a Joy-Con to hand. Compared to my box, the Xbox. Okay, let me try and move around this. Check out the map for directions to Town Hall. Okay, where's the bloody Town Hall? How many of these could you fit in Legion Go? Can you guys stop asking me about Legion Go? Like who is it? TMS? Are you guys like part of the Legion Go like social media team or something? Because you keep telling me to buy a Legion Go. You keep mentioning it. Oh god, this is a bit. This is stuttering a bit. I feel like Lime 3DS was completely the wrong choice today. So it's a bit of a shame. Oh, my box of consoles. No. This. I think it's become so. Ion. It's become 2 boxes of consoles now. It's become 2 boxes. Because you remember I was using like Tupperware. I was using Tupperware boxes at one point, and then it's become, yeah, it's become a bit crazy. Rodrigo C, yes it does. So I'll show you that in a second. So walking around here, it's okay. There's a bit of shader stutter, but it's actually not too bad. I'm running at native resolution. Okay, so Rodrigo C is asking about the performance mode. So if I bring down the Android menu, you can see here it does have the performance modes. So you have some, you have 3 different ones to choose, and then you also have 3 different quiet, smart, or sport fan speeds. So I have it on quiet right now, or you can just turn the fan off, which is I quite like that they're giving you that option. So on quiet, I can actually feel the device getting slightly warm. So it does get a little bit warm to the left of the unit here. This side is fine, but over here I think is where the SoC is, and it does get a little bit warm. It's kind of like the it's a little bit like the RG35XX SP. It's actually not as it's not as warm as the 35XX SP. It's just a little, like a real little bit of warmth. Nothing really to be alarmed about. Maybe if you're playing Android games, it could get warmer. Okay, so where am I? I'm bloody going to this town hall. Could I check if there's any improvement in sport mode? I'll leave that to another stream, I think. Maybe if there's throttling, it could be throttling if there's some stuttering. Yeah, I could do that. Can you play Legends and GameCube game at the same time? I don't know how you're going to do that. I mean, it has 6 gigabytes of RAM, so you can do this and have 2 different things going on. I mean, this is a bit annoying now. Split screen, so I'm not sure about split screen. Okay, am I in? a low power mode, standard power mode, a high power mode. So I'm not sure what you mean. I'm actually not sure what you mean, Ian. Is there another? Is there something else I need to set to increase the performance on Android? Is there something here maybe? Battery saver? Yeah, I don't think there's much here. Yeah, performance mode. Okay, so it's saying about 4 hours 32 minutes left and is 76. So I charged the battery just as this stream was beginning. So far in this for 3DS, I don't know how long we've been online for, but it's used 25% battery. Okay, it's no houses. I'll build a house. Okay, so 1 hour it's taken about... Okay, that's good. That's good. Monkey 1, this is not the same spec as the Cube. The Cube is more powerful on paper. Okay, let's go to Main Street. Monkey 1, yes, it has touchscreen. It's Android. It's Android. Ah, the restart point. Yeah, that's a good... Actually, I may do that. Yeah, because you had some question about Flycast, right? Was it super widescreen? Super widescreen. So I don't have any emulators installed yet apart from this. So I'll certainly be doing more tests in the coming days. Don't worry. So if you're new to the channel, my style is a bit different to other ones. We just play around with the handhelds for on a live stream basically. We just play around with a handheld for a couple of hours. It's very slow paced. We don't do fast reviews here. We just throw a lot of games at the handheld. Okay, Sol Astro asking, yeah, did it take a horizontal screen and rotate it? No, they didn't. It's a fully what we're done. It is indeed a square screen, yeah. Okay, so Tony Rosario and who is it? Paul Jason Flores did have the same concern about the stick. So I've not. It is a little bit close actually. It is a tiny bit close, but I haven't felt like it's got in the way yet. I haven't felt like it's got in the way. Yeah. Okay, I feel like the counter in the top left is not accurate, by the way, because it's saying like 45 FPS sometimes, and then it's saying 72 FPS, and to me it looks like it's running at full speed. So I'm actually okay with this 3DS performance for Animal Crossing anyway. Okay, let's try one more game. Okay. And I'm going to restart this emulator. I'm not happy with Lime 3DS actually today. It's okay, but I feel like MMJ might be a bit more suitable for this device. Okay, so what other 3DS games have we got? Okay, has anybody got a decent... okay, let's think about some 3DS games that I was I was playing before. Disney. No, not Disney. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, this could be a disaster. Chinatown Wars. Oh, Hyrule Warriors. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'll play that afterwards. Yeah, DQ. I know this one. So this is wrong, this counter, because it's saying like 20 FPS, but it's not right. I could always play Ocarina, and then TMS would be. I know TMS hits Ocarina. Oh no. Yeah, it's just both FPS and speed indicators just seem a bit whack. Like, I know what 20 FPS looks like, and that's not 20 FPS. Okay, maybe not the best use of 3DS. Maybe not the best use of 3DS here. Yeah, Gerard Brad, not the best way. Not the best use of dual screen here. But to be honest, I think it's doing okay in the intro here in Dragon Quest VIII.
It's gonna get dark if we hang about here much longer.
I don't. Maybe the PS2 version. Maybe. Okay, we're gonna get some dual screen. Okay, this is okay. This is completely useless. But yeah. So the FPS counter is clearly wrong because that is 30 FPS. That is clearly 30 FPS to me.
I've probably said it before, but it beats me.
The restart point, yeah, it has Android installed, yes. The SD card that I have, it has my games on it. Chicken McNugget, this has the G99 CPU, or chip. Alright, we'll do this fight and then we'll try another game. So I think this is running fine. If you like this counter is not accurate in Lime 3DS. Yeah, you can tell with the music that it's fine. All right, I'll leave it there for. It's so ugly. I think Dragon Quest VIII might be okay. Might be okay. Okay, let's try another game. Let's just do a quick run through some of these and hopefully they'll work. I want a dual screen game this time. Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem could be good. Or Pokemon. We'll do a Pokemon because I know that was a dual screen, right? Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. Here we go. Okay, that's obviously crashed. Man, next time I'm not going to install Lime 3DS. Alias UX, what do I think of design? I think the design is kind of interesting. I think there is definitely a market for a higher end RGB30, definitely. But I think the way that they've done it is, the quality is certainly there, but I'm not sure about these buttons yet. And yeah, I need a bit more time to play on it. The restart point, the D-pad is, but I mean the D-pad on the RGB30 was already a little bit, it was a little bit crap, to be honest. It was one of my complaints. I mean it's usable, but it's not great, and I think this D-pad is an improvement, even though it's like a different style. I think it's quite good. Oh. Do I think this can be used comfortably, Alias UX? That's a good point, actually. I think if you adjust your grip to be a bit higher, it's probably okay. But I've been using the D-pad mostly. Yeah, see-through head. So I think I'm using Lime 3DS, which is causing the issue. I think Citra MMJ might have been much better to do this. Yeah. Because Citra MMJ definitely clears up the stuttering on some of those games, like Fire Emblem. Citra yes, MMJ is quite good. Oh no. Okay, that's better. Yeah, that's another of my names. Just capital D. Yeah, Chicken McNugget. I need to find the APK and get it. Usually I have, I think on my 556 I have like all of the APKs, like the Citra, the last Citra official, the Citra Canary, Citra MMJ. So I need to drag those off and put them onto here. Eric James Mantilla, is that retail? So I'm not sure what you mean, but this is at the moment this is a China only release. Next month they're planning to do the international release. That music's a bit. Yeah, Gerard Brad, they're not on Taobao yet as well. Gerard Brad, I actually pre-ordered this on January the 1st, so that's how I got mine early. So the price for me, the pre-order price was $125 US, or 899 RMB. So it was quite an attractive price, which is why I booked it in. Screen protectors. Actually, I didn't show you what's in the box, but you do get a screen protector. Wow, there's a lot of people asking about the price. So there's no official international price yet. The Chinese price was very cheap, $125 US. But yeah, who knows if it's going to be that when it comes out. Sutan wrong, this is the G99 MediaTek. It's an Android device. P Faithful, any heat felt? So you do feel a little bit on the left side, on this side. There is a little bit of heat, but it's not overly, it's not hot. It's just a little bit warm. And I have the fan. I have the fan set to quiet. So there is a little bit of cooling, but it's actually fine. I think it's fine. So welcome to the Japanese viewers as well. I know there's a couple of I know I have a couple of Japanese followers on X on Twitter. So thanks for coming by and watching this. Oh, Eric James M. This is not the ANBERNIC device. This is not the ANBERNIC device. This is a different device. This is Pokemon, what was it? Blue, I forgot the name. Alpha Sapphire, sorry, not blue. Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. Okay, what was I meant to go? Alright, where's the prof? Oh, the prof's in here, right? Yeah. Okay, let's go outside of town. Oh, there's people selling this already. Yeah, I guess they're selling their used their. Is it on the Goldfish, Gerard? Is it on Goldfish website? Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, they probably bought it for $8.99 and then they're scalping it. Oh, Z Pocket Game, hello. It's the it's the maker of the device. Hello, welcome welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. So I've not set up this device very well. I think I'm using probably the wrong version of the emulator, but I will do my best effort to demo this device a bit more, a bit better than I am doing right now. This is this is unprecedented. The maker of the device is in the is in the chat. This is unprecedented. Okay, let's do a water gun. Yeah, I can. They can rewind in the stream and get the opinions on the switch, on the micro switches. The Z Pocket Game, the ZPG, the micro switches are new for me. I've never used this kind of this button before, and it's kind of strange actually. I'm not sure if I like it yet, but I will try it. Yeah, at the moment, Ian, we need to. I think we need to get a better idea of the performance. So I need to go away and do some more testing. But yeah, the micro switches I do have a bit of a concern about. But I am impressed by the finish of the device, ZPG. I think the plastic is very, very nice. The material is very nice, and the way it's been put together is quite good. It's excellent actually, the way it's been put together. So I will rate the build quality as quite high. CPG flip one. Let's get to the lab. So as Z Pocket Game, did I order the transparent shell? No, I didn't. I ordered this one. This is my first choice. Yeah, I think that the transparent purple one, a lot of people are going to like that one. Okay, let's get to Route 103. VIII, this is the G99 chipset. It can run 3DS. We're playing Pokemon Alpha Sapphire right now, which is a 3DS game. And it's not too bad, actually. Not too bad. So there's a couple of games I've had some issues on, but I think I'm using quite a new version of this emulator, which might not be the best fit. Could be better to use Citra MMJ. So I need to. I've literally just got this today, so it's a bit, it's a bit new for me. I've not set it up properly, but I will be playing more on this handheld in the coming days, and doing more live streams, of course. Gluteus Maximus, yeah, I've seen your comment. I think I will look at that in a moment. Yeah, VIII, so I think the FPS counter has been quite inaccurate over this entire stream, but I think the 3 games that I tried today, which have been good, have been Animal Crossing, New Super Mario Bros. 2, and then this one, Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. I did have some problems with Monster Hunter 3, but I think in Citra MMJ you might be able to get better performance on that. Okay, let's try another game, I think. Am I stuck? Let's try another game. Okay, let me just reboot. Okay, let's go for Kirby. Not sure how this is going to run, but yeah, I will. Have I played that? I think I played that robot game before. I'll go for this one then. Save data created, okay. So we might get some shader issues at the beginning of this game. We'll see. Oh, what did I press? Oh, I don't want to play that. VIII, I bought the device myself. Most of the time I buy the devices myself, except from ANBERNIC. ANBERNIC have been helping out the channel quite a lot. Funnily enough, I think this is probably the most the biggest rival to the ANBERNIC. But we'll see. We'll see what ANBERNIC have to answer with the cube. So yeah, it's quite a nice device actually in terms of build quality. I think I've said that before, but it's pretty well made. I like the finish. I like the finish of the device in terms of the texture or the material that they use, and I do like the embossed logo. I like this. When I first saw this on the renderings, on the renderers, I thought I would hate it, but actually it looks quite good. I imagine it'll be there on the transparent one as well. On Audomus, yeah, you can play Moonlight. So this has an Android operating system, so there shouldn't be any problem. Shouldn't be any problem installing Moonlight on this. Okay, Gluteus Maximus, we're finally getting to the game here, so hopefully this runs okay. If it doesn't, I think I'll probably put it down to the emulator, to be honest, but we'll see. Yeah, you can see the emulator's like doing something weird, like it's speeding up quite fast and then slowing down again. But I can see that. Right, I mean, you can probably hear it, right? The music isn't stuttering or anything, like it is now. But when you hear that odd stutter, it means like the emulation's just catching up. But I think when all that's done, it's probably alright. Okay, some shader stuttering, but it's okay. Yeah, I think the game seems a little bit uneven, and I think that's due to the FPS. Sorry, the emulator. Oh, what am I doing? Like it runs too fast and too slow at the same time, so it's a bit odd. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, I keep getting hit by these monsters. Oh, I electrocuted that guy. Whoa, whoa. Like this is, it's like almost at full speed, this game. So I feel like if you dropped it on MMJ, Citra MMJ, it'll be perfect. Because it's almost there. Okay, so, does it, Psycho Daddy, does it play Castlevania Lords of Shadow Mirror of Fate? Let's find out. Let's find out. Okay. Castlevania. Yeah, this emulator is a bit. It's letting me down today. It's letting me down. It's letting ZPG down. Next time I'll be trying Citra. Okay. Gerard Brad. Okay, can you show the side profile of the D-pad? Okay, here we go. So here's the ZPG, and then on the right, and then on the left, here's the arc. So you can see the arc sticks out a little bit more. Gabrielle Bellamont. Oh, what's going on? Oh, I think did it? Oh no. Oh, this is not a good showing for. Not a good showing for the 3DS. Yeah, it's a bit odd. This emulator is not good. Monkey One PSP is going to be very odd on this device because 16:9 is going to be super letterboxed. Gerard Brad, yes, it does have a chin. It does indeed have a chin. It's not symmetrical. Yeah, this Psycho Daddy, yes, it is. It is busting the. It is busting this. Yikes. Okay, so Castlevania, yeah. So who suggested this? Who suggested this? All right. So yeah, to answer your question, Gerard Brad, it does have a chin. It's like a. I think in the original, it wasn't in one of the designs. Did it have a logo there? But I'm glad they didn't go with the logo on that one. The 3DS struggle on the Surface too. I mean, 3DS isn't perfect on everything. I think it's not even perfect on the Odin or Odin 2 or the RP4 Pro. Yeah, so it's not 3DS emulation certainly needs a little bit more power, and also maybe it needs a bit of tuning on the emulation side as well. It's not. I don't think it's finished. I don't think the emulation optimization has been finished. All right, I'm going to try one more game. Let's go for something a bit easier, maybe like Street Fighter, so I can try this D-pad out. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's going to give me a chance to test the D-pad out. But to be honest, this game might be a bit better on a landscape. But it'll give me a chance to play around with this and see if it's any good for fighting games. I was gonna say the touchscreen is very accurate. Dreambar, it's a Fisher Price. Is it? I don't know why. So the RG the RG Cube is getting that same comment as well, like it's Fisher Price, and I'm wondering if it's the square shape, which is making people think that. Because that's quite funny, that comment. I've seen that comment before. Can I play the Chrome Dino run? Oh, on this device. Funny thing is, ADKK, it doesn't actually come with a browser. I think you need to sideload a browser. Oh, the intro's a bit. Okay, is there some setting that I'm missing in the... There must be some setting I'm missing. Have I done something stupid? And I'm not playing this... I play this entire stream without the right graphics or something. Disk cache, texture filter. Have I done something noobish? Oh, I've just realised that the screen is actually inset. It's actually, oh, that's quite cool. There's actually like a lip. Okay, I kind of like that actually, because then it means you can fit the screen protector in. Okay, I think I'm okay. ADK, I mean, you can just sideload the browser, so it's alright. Okay, let's try this D-pad out. Oh god. Some shader loading. I need to use MMJ. Okay, this is this D-pad's fine. Yeah, this D-pad's good. It's quite the button is throwing, the buttons are throwing me off. Like these buttons, they don't go down. They don't go down much, so it kind of throws me off a bit. Because I expect the button to come down a bit more, you know, when you're pressing it. It is indeed Hadoukenable. Yeah, it is. It's very Hadoukenable actually. It takes very little effort. Coming off a RG35XX SP, it doesn't take much effort at all. Yeah, the D-pad is very it's very easy to do those moves. Okay, video out, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. Yeah, BGM Live. I do want to play some arcade games actually on this. I think that would be a really good use case because the additional power of the G99 is going to be useful for that. You know, if it's not, I think you're not going to get 100% 3DS for sure on this. But definitely you're going to get a good way to all of those arcade games, which are those vertical arcade games. And I'll do a stream with just vertical RGB games, I think. Video out, I don't know, you'll have to ask ZPG about it. I don't think it has video out. Bluetooth is there, Wi-Fi is there. I think it's Wi-Fi, I'll have to check the Wi-Fi version. Yeah, the D-pad is easy to use. It's very easy to use. I think ZPG in the chat agrees that the D-pad is the best. The D-pad is good. Alias UX, can it play Genshin? That's a good question, actually. I mean, it has Play Store out of the box. So when I installed it or when I started it up, it does have Play Store right there. The D-pad is good, yeah. But it actually, yeah, it has Play Store. When I started it up, it actually had a few like Chinese apps, and I didn't know what anything was. It wanted to install A4SX as well, but I ended up not installing any of the default apps. So I'm not sure where that menu went. Is any? Okay, I guess that's fine. Yeah, I don't know how to do that first. Start up again, and actually I can't read. I can't read this, whatever this is, the analog stick calibration software, but that's all there. It looks like. ZPG, I think you probably need an English version of this because I don't know what this means. But yeah, I think we're all good. So I'm going to leave it there for this stream. So thank you so much for. It's very, very strange, Z Pocket Game, for you to be in the stream for your own device. But it is a welcome pressure. Congratulations on the launch of your device, and I hope to see more. Well, we will see more of the international release. I think next month. Yeah, I think Citra will be a bit more. Will be a bit better on Lime 3DS, and then we'll also do some arcade streams as well. And we'll do a Dreamcast stream. I think Dreamcast was requested, or some 4x3 content, so you can see how that runs on this. And I hope, yeah, you've got an idea of what the ZPG Unicorn is. So yeah, it's quite an interesting one. It's the new generation of these. It's the first of these, you know, these bigger one-to-one handhelds that are coming, and for sure, it's you know, way better build quality than the RGB30. But the RGB30 sort of had to come out for these guys to. It was kind of like the pioneer, wasn't it? Okay. All right, so thank you to Ian, someone, Gerard, Brad, Pierre, LSMNX, Addy K, ALS UX, Gerard, Brad, Rodrigo C, Chemical Burrito, TMS, Glutamus Maximus, Michael Benny, Psycho Daddy, Kaju Kota, Valley, Tony R, Chicken McNugget, of course, and everyone else who dropped by to check out the ZPG A1 Unicorn with me today. I will work on this a bit more in terms of setting it up. As I said earlier in the stream, I've literally just got this today, and put Lime 3DS and put my 3DS SD card in. So it's a little bit of a rushed stream, but yeah, hope you got an idea of what this handheld is, and we'll do some more streams on it. Thank you to Onar as well, and of course thank you to Z Pocket Game himself for coming by and saying hello. So I'll see you guys in the next stream, which will probably be tomorrow night or tomorrow in about 24 hours from now, and we'll be playing on the Unicorn some more, I think. Okay, let me just, does that balance there? Oh no, it's not going to balance there. All right. Okay, so I'll see you tomorrow. Someone as well. Thank you so much. Bye now.